Hi, I'm here with Damian from OK Go. He's here this week in Cannes with YouTube to talk about creativity with online videos. So you guys kind of really started the whole kind of viral thing, I would say, just with the huge numbers with your first video, you know, which just blew out into epic proportions. Just tell us, you know, a little bit how that all started.
Yeah, I mean, we were lucky, and it was a sort of a mix of creativity and sheer luck. You know, we as a band have always just wanted to sort of chase our craziest ideas. And in 1998 when we started, there were pretty distinct boxes that you had to work within. If you wanted to actually survive as a musician, you probably had to sign a record contract, and that meant like you were going to work through their system and all of that. And by 2005 when we started releasing our own videos online, things had really started to change, and now, of course, they've entirely changed. We made the first truly viral video for us was a practice tape of us dancing in my backyard. We didn't even think of it as a rock video. It was us preparing for a stage show. Like, we had made this ridiculous dance with the help of my sister Trish C, and we just, it was like just a home videotape. I mean, this is actually when there still were tapes in video recorders. And we put it online to show some of our friends, and the next thing we knew, I mean, this was before YouTube even. There were 300,000 downloads, which is as many records we had sold to date at that point. And we were like, wow, this is really something, you know. And we got a letter from Chad at YouTube.com, you know, like he was like, you should check out my new service. And the next time we made a video, we put it on YouTube, and within a day there were 1 million hits. It was the treadmill dancing video that we did in 2005, 6, something like that. And it won a Grammy, and it was all over the traditional video networks at the time, and really changed the way people thought about music videos, I think. And since, it's been great for us because we don't have to work in one box or another. You know, we get to make films sometimes, we get to make records other times, we do concerts, we do art projects, we get to work with incredible dancers and engineers and dog trainers and all sorts of stuff. And it's much more creatively freeing not to have to think of the cubby you have to be in first. You know, we don't think, okay, we have to make this product a CD, so what music are we going to put on it? We have to make this product a video, so what are we going to do in it? We just think of crazy ideas and we chase them.
So, do you still direct your own videos now?
We do direct our own videos. I mean, we usually work with collaborators. You know, sometimes that's on the tech side. You know, sometimes we're working with an animator or an engineer. Sometimes we work with other directors. Our way of making films is pretty. It's pretty inefficient. We don't, rather than trying to set up the perfect thing and make sure it goes exactly as planned, we sort of set up everything as we go and keep experimenting and keep trying new things, and so you wind up with ideas you never could have thought of in the first place. You know, I mean, there might be a broad idea like we're going to make a Rube Goldberg machine, or we're going to make, we're going to play an instrument with a car, but you work on them for months and months, and a totally different thing comes out than what you were expecting.
Cool. So you're not kind of bound by the constraints of having a video made for you guys where everything's got to be shot in one day, and you've got to be following a storyboard and everything. Where I think that's a great thing where you can just be creative and just come up with stuff on the on the day. So I think it's awesome.
Yeah, we're actually bound by different constraints. I mean, we often our projects take many months to make, and so they can be really expensive, and obviously finding the funding is difficult. And we don't work through the major label system anymore. We run our own record label, and we often work with brand partners because it's just a much better model for us. They appreciate, when we put a video online and it gets 10 million hits in a week, that means a lot to a brand partner. It didn't mean much to a record label. So but of course working with those brand partners means there's always other agendas you have to dance around, and they can be long and complex processes, the videos, but we also get to make something that's never been made before. We get to we get to experiment in a medium that doesn't have any rules yet. It's wonderful.
Well, thank you very much.